All right, what's up? What's up, everyone? Yeah, I'm just starting to do this all over again, so I gotta get back to using this stream over here. But, anyways, I'm back, guys. Glad to be back. Let me go start with the news for today. So, the first news is the U.S. Attorney Office in Washington, D.C. created a special team to fight crypto scam, especially pig butchering schemes coming from Southeast Asia. This shows the government is getting tougher on fraud. It may affect exchanges, dApps, and platforms that don't follow strong rules. Traders should stay careful and use trusted platform only. I'm going to be doing some of the news and then I'll get into charting. Visa and MasterCard are adding stablecoin to their payment system. This means billions of people could use crypto without even realizing it. It's a big step toward mass adoption and could boost stablecoin payments and related token. Crypto is becoming part of everyday payment, which that's the part that I usually say, as much as people are panicking because yes, the market is looking pretty harsh. Lost a couple of billions. I think the market was already around 4 point something trillion and then all the way back down to 2.93, I believe. But I still believe in the long term the market will recover. Probably if we don't see a recovery anytime soon, uh I think probably around Q1 or actually around Q2, which will be April, February, or March. The reason why I highly doubt Q1, it's for the simple fact that usually there's a lot of sell off for tax write off and all of that. So we'll see, right? All right. Revolt backed by Nvidia and Fidelity hit a 75 billion valuation. It's expanding crypto services through a Polygon Labs partnership and Umica licensing in Europe. This means more average people will make easy access to crypto through an app they already trust. So, I mean, it's just pretty good for Polygon and crypto adoption as well. That's the only thing that I could see here. And now this is a ETF that a lot of people was waiting for, which is the Grayscale ETF for XRP. Grayscale introduced a new XRP Trust ETF, giving investors regulated exposure to XRP. This is another step toward bringing altcoin to Wall Street. It may attract new money from institutions that prefer ETF over exchanges. Bullish for XRP, even though I'll be honest, I was taking a look at the money flow of the ETF with XRP, and they pretty much are in the range of 5 million all the way to like 60 million. It hasn't really gotten the attention that everyone wants, but I do believe that eventually they're going to probably 21 shares ETF. Grayscale is actually pretty good. Franklin Templeton ETF is pretty good. Some of the lower fund managers, they're okay. They're not, everything that people think they are. but still bullish for XRP long term. Pi Network was one of the top performing altcoins this week among the top 100 crypto. Traders are looking beyond the big names to find opportunity, but like all smaller coins, Pi comes with bigger risk and require research before investing. Now, I did bring up this news, but it's because I want to make a comment on that. I was heavily, into mining Pi, and look, it was a total disappointment. Everyone was talking about 360, even the IOU was supposed to be about 360, 320, whatever. At the end of the day, none of that happened. The IOU actually went further than the actual Pi that was released when it was released. So that was a big disappointment. I also feel that they lost a lot of momentum because of the fact that when everyone was still hype about Pi, they decided to just drop the ball. They didn't use the money that they had for marketing, which I feel that is a very huge mistake when it comes to a lot of projects overall, especially in the crypto space. If you lose the community trust, that's a big issue. All right, crypto just had one of its worst months since 2022, and retail investors are slowing down. Buying. Weak sentiment means fewer quick rebounds and more cautious trading. A real recovery may need bigger player, not just small retail buyers. So over here, we'll move to. Let me go see if I could get to Coin Market Cap real quick. Here we go. Well, let's take a look at Coin Market Cap and see what actually is telling us when it comes to ETF, right? The Fear and Greed Index, extremely extreme fear, which is 12. But that's a good thing, in my opinion, because what Warren Buffett usually says is be fearful when everyone is greedy and be greedy when everyone is fearful, right? Now, let's see how the money flow it's looking into these ETF because that's what you want to focus. Now, as of now, there is money coming back into the ETF. There's 238 million in Bitcoin that came in, and there is 56 million that came in into Ethereum. One of the things that I was saying about this market is that the possibility of this being the biggest shakeout in history because of the manipulation that's going on, it's there. I mean, why not? Are they going to allow absolutely everyone to get rich without proper regulation and all of that? I highly doubt it. But my thing is, if you go back to the chart, right? I have this level for a reason 70, 74K, 7,119. I feel like that is the strongest support that there will be. But this is even better. If you bring that to the weekly, I know guys, it's a little bit of a lot of coloring, right? So if you look at the weekly, this is more like a, in my opinion, not financial advice at all, more like a ABC type of correction. 74,000 is the previous resistance, which previous resistance becomes support, and it was also used as support a while back. So yes, everyone could scream bear market, that's it, we're all done, run for your life. But I am still waiting until that resistance gets broken. Because okay, why did I call it crypto is in an uncharted cycle? Because everyone is used to the 4 year cycle. Everyone is used to, hey, we get the Bitcoin run, then we get the altcoin season, and then we're done. And a lot of people out there it's saying, no, there's nothing different about this cycle. It's the same thing, and that's it. This is the end. This is the bear market. The part that they're mainly missing and they're not focusing on is the fact that this time around we actually have institutions that are involved. We actually have treasuries that are being built by different companies. We have reserves that are being built by different countries as well as the United States. And we have the ETFs. So if you take into consideration all those things that are going on right now and the massive adoption that people are seeing in Bitcoin and crypto, then you will have to ask yourself, like, okay, there's something very different about this time. And then the other thing that I was going to say is, even if it wasn't different from what some people believe, right? You're going to have to ask yourself, why didn't sell in May and go away happen? Why didn't October happen? Why didn't November happen? So you cannot say it's different and it's not different, but at the same time, you could tell that there is something different going on. I know it sounds like a tongue twister, but yeah, you get what I mean. So, with that saying, that is my opinion when it comes to Bitcoin. A lot of altcoins, they're pretty much very close to the lowest level possible. Um, Literally bear market, very close to bear market levels. Some of these altcoins have lost total control um of the price, right? Like they're beyond the couple for from Bitcoin. Now, if you take a look at the total two is currently bouncing from a support level right now. And I even expected that if it goes as low as 1.101, then there could still be a bounce and there could still be an outgoing season, right? Obviously, breaking above 1.73 trillion would be the best case scenario for an altcoin season to fully take effect. The other thing that I want to check over here is the Bitcoin dominance. If you take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, it was in a rising parallel channel, which broke down and now is actually going lower. This is the weekly chart. I could put the daily chart. I could actually put the moving averages as well, because in the moving averages, there is a death cross. And then the death cross usually shows with the 50 and the 200 moving average. That's usually when everything starts dropping, and vice versa. If it's the 50 moving average that goes above the 200 moving average, is called golden cross, and everything starts going up. Give me a second, guys. If there is anyone that's chatting, I do apologize. I'm using a new computer and I don't see pretty much everything that's going on right now. Okay, so that's that as far as my input when it comes to the bear market or the bull market scenario. Let me go into some more news. JP Morgan upgraded Cipher Mining and CleanSpark, but lowers expectation for Marathon, which is Mara, and Riot. Big banks now treat mining stock like any other sector for traders. This shows mining companies depend heavily on BTC price and energy costs. We did notice that most of the time, some of these stocks, they do go up when BTC goes up, and they do tend to go down when BTC goes down. So it's very understandable what JP Morgan is trying to do right now. All right. Deutsche Bank said crypto recent 1 trillion drop shows the market structure is fragile. This kind of warning from a major institution can affect investor confidence and make big players more cautious. Banks, in my opinion, banks see, well, some banks, because there are banks that they're actually looking into the idea of adopting crypto or using their own stablecoin. So, but usually some of the banks, they are terrified of cryptocurrency, and the reason why they're terrified of cryptocurrency is because obviously they don't want to lose the fees. Like, for example, one of the reasons why they was having a hard time using the stablecoin Genius Act or the Clarity Act to be 100% approved is because of the reason that just the banks by themselves would lose billions in transaction fees. If I recall correctly, it was like around 180 billion in transaction fees. So it wasn't, and it is not convenient for them to actually have crypto or allow crypto. So new FIDIC rule may affect crypto banks. New capital rules for bank could indirectly affect crypto company that rely on banking partners. Stricter requirement may take it harder for fintech and crypto platform to work smoothly with banks. Uh, okay, fintech. A major Abu Dhabi fund said Bitcoin is becoming a store of value like gold. This shows how global institutions see BTC as long term protection. It also hints at possible large future accumulation. That's from Abu Dhabi Fund. Nice. And it just goes back to what I was just saying, adoption. That's all what it comes down to. Sorry, guys, if I missed the chat. You can undersell the XRP ETF. What's going on, Andrew? Appreciate you joining. XRP ETF volume is over 80 million and all ETFs are up. Wadani, Selma Fudd in the house. What's going on? bro. Appreciate you. GS in the house. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, guys. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. You know how it is every time. Uh, I kind of got a split screen. You know what though? I was thinking since now I do have another laptop. Well, I usually have my regular computer, and I just got this beautiful laptop here that allows me to stream from my room. I don't have to wait until people empty out the living room or anything like that. So I could do it peacefully and quiet. All right. So I was thinking that maybe I should get one of those extra monitor that you could attach to your laptop. That wouldn't be a bad idea, right? All right. So Bitforex is back online after a Chinese investigation and will enforce new KYC rules by December 2025. This highlight the global push towards compliance and safer exchange information. Wait, what was that? No alts or meme coin season. What's up with that? Yeah, so Somo, you just missed the whole thing that I spoke about. You know, the Bitcoin dominance hasn't fully dropped. That's number one. Two, institutions are more focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum, Solana, XRP more than anything else. So we are on uncharted territory. I mean, I do not believe that we're not gonna have an altcoin season. And then if we don't have an altcoin season, then the institutions that just got involved, they just screwed over Bitcoin, well, crypto overall. So if you really notice the chart, only a selective few altcoins are actually moving. Oh my God, GS, Caroline needs a pardon first. That is actually funny. All right, so Bitforex, guys, is a low tier exchange. I would just get involved with something that is actually legit. You know, no offense to anyone, no offense to the company, but you have to be careful, especially if you're in the US. All right, Lenient Partnership news related to Swift boosted its narrative as a strong competitor to XRP. This shows how fast narrative can shift in crypto and how competition can affect token sentiment. Now, this is what's crazy though. I thought that when Linea was, you know, like the chosen one for Swift and all of that, I really thought that Linea was gonna pump. That token didn't do jack. I was staring at the chart for like 3, 4 days straight, and I was waiting to get in, and nothing happened. I was like, wow. But then again, this would have been 2021 for most of you guys that were here on 2021. Then you wouldn't know for sure the linea would have went all the way to like 25 cents, 50 cents or more. So a little bit disappointed, but I'm still keeping my eye out on it. So tech and stocks move higher thanks to expectation of lower interest rate. But Bitcoin and crypto lag. This show This shows crypto still move with macro trends and broader risk sentiment. Now, I just said that earlier that right now, even though the market is looking scary, I still believe that in the long term, there's still going to be uh, a reversal. Don't take it as financial advice because nothing that I say is to be considered financial advice. But I will tell you this much. There's a lot of factor in play that hasn't played out, especially when you talk about ending QT, which is quantum of tightening, and that's going to end December 1st. Then we just got to wait until they start QE, which is quantum of easing, and that would be freaking beautiful because, from my understanding, that's when liquidity starts being injected into the markets. So I also believe that's probably the time that altcoin season is going to come officially. If it doesn't happen in the timeline that I already told you guys. All right, Jack Muller, CEO of Strike, said JP Morgan closed his bank account. This raises concern about debanking in the crypto. Uh, and shows the ongoing tension between banks and crypto companies. I don't know what's going on there, but definitely I know there is a rule that I think it was Trump that signed it, an executive order, that there cannot be any discrimination against crypto companies anymore. So they better get their shit together. The global crypto market cap rose slightly to 2.96 trillion after a major drop. Recovery is happening but remains weak. Market conditions are still fragile and traders are still staying cautious. If you take a look at the volume, which I'm going to move away again from looking at the screen. If you take one look at the volume, guys, and this is what I was saying last time, right? Let me zoom in a bit. Uh, there we go. Okay, so I was saying this. This is the parallel channel. We broke below that parallel channel. Now, with that wick, I said two things. It's either we're gonna end up tapping the 77 to 74K area and have a reversal from there, or since I saw that wick building up nicely, I said we're probably gonna start reversing. Right now, I don't think we are totally out of the woods just yet. Breaking 98,180 would be beautiful. 99,438 will even be better. You see the few fair value gaps that needs to get filled up again. And yeah, but what I really want to see is a break above 116, a break above 118, and a break above the all-time high, and we could see Bitcoin soaring all the way to 140, 180. Obviously, it is not financial advice. I'm just telling you the way that I am seeing the charts. But for now, we are having what they call a relief rally. The RSI is extremely oversold and it's on its way back up. So that's in the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame is very close to over sold territory, but it's not 100% there yet. All right, let me get more news here. Guys, give me a minute. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna be doing the live stream now around this time, 2 p.m. or so. And then from there, I'll be doing my live stream on TikTok still, but on X and YouTube, I'm gonna do it around this time. And unless I got something else to do, then there'll be a different story. Studies show highest crypto tax country. A new study ranked Iceland and Belgium as among the toughest crypto tax region. Tax rules matter for investors and can influence where people choose to trade or live. Definitely. If I would have had the money, Dubai would have been the best place. That's where every crypto trader is going to, right? There's other, I think, no, actually, I believe Texas doesn't really have taxes on crypto, if I could recall. But mm, all right, so a report from Elliptic show AI tools are transforming how exchanges and crypto firms track fraud and comply with regulation. Better tech may help make crypto safer and more regulated. And this is the funniest news of them all. Crypto crash cuts Trump family wealth. Reports say the crypto crash wiped out about 1 billion from the Trump family crypto related holding. Even high profile family face the same risk as any investor. Okay, so 1 billion in my opinion comparing to everything that Trump made with all his three scams, let's just say what Trump coin went down badly. Melania went down, and then the other one, which is supposed to be the Bitcoin, the one that is supposed to be better than everything else, WL5. It had so many red flags that, dude, come on, man. I saw the contract and I said, screw this. I'm not touching it. And then when I say, you know what? Let me put something in there, I actually ended up losing it. So, yeah, I ain't touching that shit. I don't care that they're claiming that they're going to do real estate and whatever, tokenization. It's a no no for me, but to each his own. I'm still mining Pi. Maybe it will pay off soon. So, Mo, I just read about Pi, bro, and I'll be honest, I lost all hopes for Pi. Literally, man. I mean, I'm pretty much done with it. If it does good, great. But if it doesn't, then so be it, right? Um, Let me see something here, guys, because I noticed my battery 33%. Okay. Yeah, just in case. Give me a minute. Let me call for assistance so they could connect my laptop. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, I mean, short time frame, Bitcoin actually, and the daily doesn't look bad. 1 hour, 15 minutes. Let me take a look at the 1 hour time frame. And if there is a coin that you guys want me to take a look at, let me know. Darn it, what's going on here? Uh, bro, come on, man. And by the way, guys, I created pretty cool customized indicators. Okay, there we go. So this is the 1 hour time frame. Two, 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 two. There we go. Bitcoin just broke a level of support in the 1 hour time frame. Let me remove all the extra. Perfect. Oh, no, not perfect. Hold on. There you go. I forgot that this is the chart that I have. I have a different chart style for everything. So, all right, guys. So, I guess for today, I could stop the stream right here. Oh, let me see. Hello, young man. Can you please? My EBT journey. What's going on, Seiko Han? Because only you, bro. Only you. Nah, I could stay a little longer, though. But I would just be chilling and talking to ya. There's nothing else for me to do crypto wise. Seiko, you make it too easy, bro. That's all I'm saying. That is hilarious, though. Likewise, bro. I miss all of ya, but I had to take care of a few things and prove something to myself. That's all. But now I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. And this time it's officially back because last time I said I was back and then I ran into some issues. Like I couldn't deal with everything that was going on in the platforms. So I have two options. I can actually do my live stream like around this time at 2 p.m. or I could do the live stream at 8 p.m. But I don't want to do 8 p.m. because, that's usually around the time that I'm eating from a freaking 5 hour, 4 hour stream that I be doing on TikTok. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to still work on some other indicators. You should rebrand and do new reactions from X. You should rebrand and do news reactions from X. What do you mean, Seiko? Like to be dramatic? Like, oh my gosh! I don't know. I don't think the reaction is gonna play out. Andrew, thoughts on XRP ETF? Grayscale ETF. That's actually pretty great in my opinion. The Bitwise ETF, it's good. My only concern is that I don't see that crazy demand, and yeah, it's a little bit worrisome. Crypto not working for you, politics. No, Seiko. So it's funny because crypto is working for me. It's just not working for me on X and YouTube. But on TikTok, bro, you could pretty much say I'm almost famous. I went from 2,000 follower streaming with about 10 people to 15.6K followers, and sometimes I get up to like 200. The max that I had on TikTok, like viewers, it was like 560 something, and that was October 10th. So I don't know why. The issue is just with YouTube and X. Dude, are you joking? Like, honestly, you're the only person saying that. Andrew, how am I joking, bro? Like, right now, you would have considered XRP to have an ETF at least one of them company at least 1 billion. What was that website that you gave me again? XP XRP tracker. What is it? I mean, the facts is right there, man. Don't get mad at me. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so give me a second. Fudge. Ah, yeah, I messed this up. Hold on. ETF.xp market. Yeah, exactly. So let's go there real quick. All right, so and put this bigger. Damn it. This is so embarrassing. Ah, okay. Let me do it the old fashioned way. I was using touchscreen, but yeah. All right, Andrew. So look, what I'm saying is this. All right, volume is going up. All right. So 87.2 million today. And what I mean is this, with all the hype that it's around XRP, wouldn't you think that each ETF would at least be at least minimum 100 million per ETF? At least minimum. Think about that, Andrew. And I'm not against XRP. I hold XRP. But I'm a bit disappointed that, yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Enable chat overlay. Okay, let me see. Ah, I know it. They're holding excess of $100 million worth of XRP. I understand that, but what I am talking about is the retail part, Andrew. Where do you see that? Because there's a lot of hype, right, around XRP. And yes, the technology is beautiful. But my question is, where is that retail demand for the ETFs? I mean, there's obvious retail demand for the actual XRP, but where is the retail and institutional demand for the ETF? Think about that for a second. Let me see. See, volume 7.37 million, 27.65 million, 16.76 million, 8.36 million. Those are low numbers, bro, for such a big project. 21 shares still hasn't launched. Coin share still hasn't launched. So we'll see. Um, there's the derivatives, the spot ETF, which is the one that actually helps the XRP price. We got 27.83 million. That's from Bitwise. Canary Capital, you got 14.29 million. From Franklin Templeton, you got 19.55 million. From Rex Oxspray, you got 5.35 million. From Amplify, you got 15.0 million. From Grayscale, which is the one that launched today and the one that you would think will do better and outdo everything else, dude, they only got 4.99 million. They're holding. Oh, I already read that. So, you know, take a look at that for a minute and think about that for 1 minute. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm actually gonna have to pay for this StreamYard again because I'm trying to do a multi-platform stream. But literally, um, the free version only allows me to do two. After that market crash, I'm in economy mode. Sorry. So, Andrew, if there is anything else, I think I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna call it a day, or anyone else. I'll call it a day for today. I'll be back tomorrow, same time to BMEST. Um, and we'll see. Have a great one, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you that came through. I know it's a slow start, starting over. That's what it feels like. But at least this time, I still have 24 people watching. Comparing to the very, very beginning, I literally had 3 to 4 when I started. But I appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Uh, oops. I meant to click end stream and I just got out of my thing.